Hi, I'm Gigi Jiggles. I'm a Chicago-based nail artist. This is my hand model, Crimson Chin. And I'm going to show you how to do some really easy, real fun nail art using some stuff you could find around the house. And yeah, let's just get to it. Start having some fun with this. When I used to do nail art with just regular nail lacquer and nail polish, I used to use stuff from dollar stores, stuff from beauty supply stores, LA Colors, all like stuff all the time, and still get longevity, like long wear out of it, because the prep, how you prep the nail, making sure that it's clean, dry, wiped with acetone, and lightly buffed before the color is applied, that's what makes your nail polish last a little bit longer. So you're gonna wanna start off with clean nails, removing any old nail polish with nail polish remover or acetone. And if you would like to, filing and shaping the nails or cutting them down if you want. If you want to leave them long, that's fine too. Isaac has great cuticles. I'm not gonna like push them back or anything. Don't fix what ain't broke. But I am going to lightly buff the nail using a nail buffer. This is a 280. It doesn't matter where you get the nail buffer from. It could be a nail buffer from the dollar store. I buy these in bulk since I am a nail tech, but you also can get them and cut them in half so you can use them, you know, get more uses out of them. Or you could even, this one's long, you could cut it into thirds. You're not gonna need that much of it. So you're gonna lightly buff the nail plate. I'm not putting too much pressure, just a little bit, because it's gonna help the polish grip onto the nail. And this is a step people don't usually do, and it will help your polish last longer. And honestly, it doesn't have to be like all over and aggressive. If you do that, you will thin your nail plate, which will cause it to be weak. And that's not great. Also, you might wanna have acetone or nail polish remover. I prefer acetone because it works quicker. Base coat, but base coat isn't always necessary. You don't always need that. Various colors. I don't have like a particular, it doesn't have to be a particular brand. You could use like stuff that you get from like the dollar store or stuff you find in some siblings' rooms or parents' rooms or friends' rooms or whatever. And I have tape. Doesn't matter the tape, but it's just clear tape. I have another random old art brush. So you could tell that this has like been used and has been loved. Doesn't have to be new. I also have a bobby pin. And I'll show you what we're gonna do with that later. We're gonna open that up. Nail clippers. I have eyeshadow applicators. It would be best for you to use clean ones, and they usually sell them in packs, like where there's a lot in the pack. I also have Q-tips, but it's not necessary to have Q-tips, but I'm just gonna have them. I have a liner brush. This one I got at a an art supply store, but there are also liner brushes that are similar to this that are sold at like wig shops and beauty supply shops, and they're usually just like $1 or $2, and they're called liner brushes, and they come with a very thin brush in a bottle of color. Sometimes it's cool to like pour that color out into the garbage and then put acetone inside the bottle, shake it up to clean it, and then keep acetone inside of it, and then you could use that brush with all colors instead of being kind of married to the color that was in the bottle. And I have another little liner brush. This one's got a very short little tip. I also have some fine tipped permanent markers because we're gonna draw on the nail. Like, how much easier can it get than that? You can use an eyeshadow brush, an eyeliner brush, a lip brush, or if you want to go and buy a brand new nail cleaning brush, like nail art cleaning brush, you could do that too. But there's nothing wrong with like getting an old brush that has like, you know, not much use for you anymore, cleaning the old product off, you might want to use like antibacterial hand soap or something, and just like rubbing it in your hand with some sudsy water, letting it dry, and then cleaning off more residue with like acetone or nail polish remover. You know what? We're gonna just try to use stuff that we can find around the house. First one I want to do is where I'm gonna put tape on the nail, just on half of the nail. We could do this one going that way. Press it down, make sure it's firm, shaking up the bottle, making sure there's not like a ton of product. If you were doing this at home, you might want to let the coats dry a little bit more. And as you can see, got a little right there. So I could dip this in the acetone and clean up. Boop, with this little brush. And now we're gonna peel off the tape. Ooh, that one bled. That's okay, we're gonna use this brush. There you have like kind of a minimalist color blocking nail art. You would let it dry a little bit, add your top coat, and you always want to cap the tip. And that's kind of cool, and it's very easy. You just use tape, no big deal. Now we're going to take that off and try something else. Now I'm going to teach you how to do an ombre, and there's different techniques for it. One of them is a makeup sponge that was cut up into a little piece. This is like something you can find at a dollar store, beauty supply stores. There's probably one or two hanging out in the house somewhere. And I also have clean new eyeshadow applicator. Both of these things should be clean and unused so that the residue from the old product doesn't mix in with the gel or the nail polish and like make things weird. So we're going to put two colors next to each other on the sponge, and then we're gonna lightly dab them on, and then I'm gonna go and just keep layering that. I chose colors that are close enough in like a color family together because where they meet each other, it creates a more seamless blend. There's no rules. You could pick totally opposite colors. So then you would go in again with your cleanup brush and your nail polish remover, and that's where you would clean up whatever got on the cuticles and stuff. I know some people like to wait for it to dry, hop in the shower, and peel off whatever got on their skin. If that works for you, cool. But it's always great to have the cleanup brush. It makes things look really neat. And it's dried enough that we can add a little bit of top coat. This base coat, top coat, this is a base coat that also could be a top coat. Got it from Family Dollar. And LA Colors also sells nail polish too, and it's really inexpensive. So now I'm going to show you kind of like a pop art polka dot nail art, and you're going to start by taking black. Actually, it could be any two colors that would contrast, so a lighter and a darker color. But today I'm going to use pink and black on top of the green nail. So I'm taking my black, and I actually put tape down on this paper towel to create kind of like a palette so it doesn't leak through. You could also use a piece of aluminum foil or an old piece of like plastic or something, like from a packaging or something, to use as like a palette. And I'm also using a bobby pin, and I just opened it up. And it doesn't matter if it's a new or used bobby pin. So I'm going to make a dot in a little pattern. I think this looks good in a uniform like pattern. I'm going to take the bobby pin, I cleaned that off as well, dip it in there, and I'm going to put this pink dot on top of that black dot, and it's going to be a little slightly off. It's not going to be directly on top of it. So it's going to give the polka dot the illusion of it having a shadow. And it's okay if it's a little messy right now, because what we're gonna do is clean up. See how great this is for cleaning up? And then that's that. You're gonna want to let that dry for a good amount of like a couple minutes, because you don't want to put the top coat on it and it smear. And I'm always gonna get the tip a little bit. And there, that one is done. It's a little pop art polka dot. All right, and now this couldn't be any more easier. I put base coat on, let it dry, and now this is a straight up fine tipped permanent marker, and we're drawing right on top of the nail with it. Do that. You could draw whatever you want. You could do lettering, you could write a cutie's name, you can do Old English letters, flames, grid pattern. Have fun with it and let it dry. And you're gonna very gently put the top coat on, because you don't want it to smear when you put the top coat on. But like, here we've got a cool eye that just popped out of someone's head. That's really dope, Crimson Chin.
Thank you. Can you do like a green-black ombre on the middle one?
Ooh, yeah.
Grip the skin around your nail so the black doesn't create too much of a mess. I'm just going to show you a basic way and some tips on how to apply regular nail polish. I always like to start in the middle, and I sometimes push it up a little bit, pull it down, and then go side, and as you can see, I'm wiping off the brush on one side, and then side. So it was middle, left side, right side. It could be middle, right side, left side, it doesn't matter. And then you let that dry. After that first coat dries, you could go in with your second coat, middle, side, side. And I get the tip a little bit. Let it dry before you apply your top coat. And the top coat will be your final step.
It's super cool.
Check out the rest of the Radical Fit playlist on the YOUmediaChicago YouTube channel. We would love to see the projects you are working on, so use the hashtags CPL Radical Fit, YOUmedia, and YOUmediaChicago, and tag us on Instagram and Twitter at YOUmediaChicago. Or find us on our Facebook, YOUmedia at Chicago Public Library.